What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video. What a crazy day we're having, right? Yesterday we spoke about a possible bounce towards the 180-day SMA, which was around 440, and boy, oh boy, did we get that. We basically jumped $4 overnight and then started rallying with no real pullback to be had all the way up towards 443. Where is the market going to go next? So listen to this. So now we're actually above the 180-day trade line. It is possible that we could possibly start moving up towards the next resistance. Next resistance should be at 446. One thing that I do want to note is that the 20-day is showing signs of being a little bit more overbought. And why is this overall move happening, right? So the reason this overall move is happening is because COVID cases are actually slowing down. Inflation may be temporary, and the bank stocks actually beat earnings. So we had JP Morgan, we had Wells Fargo, a lot of banks reported earnings and they actually beat earnings. And that's actually giving the start to earnings season a positive note. So people are actually thinking, hey, maybe what we're going through right now is maybe temporary. And actually that actually started some buying pressure into the overall market today. We could see an amazing bounce from like 430 all the way up towards 443, over a $10 jump over here. So definitely want to watch some key levels. So going back to the charts on the 180-day, if we start to basically pull back, we want to watch to see if it breaks that 180-day SMA, which normally acts as resistance, and it acts as support when the stock gets above it. So if we start to get below 440 areas tomorrow, we could easily start pulling back down, maybe even down towards like 435. Remember, Friday is typically slower volume, so definitely keep that in mind, especially since we ran up today so much. I wouldn't be shocked if we basically cooled off tomorrow. So watch out for that, especially if we start to get below 441, we could start dropping out to 438. If we start to show signs of strength, 443 up towards that 446 tomorrow. So keep that in mind. A few stocks we want to talk about. Tesla, we spoke about Tesla yesterday for possibly breaking that 813 level. We squeezed up towards 820, kind of going sideways over here. I think Tesla is losing a little bit of its steam, even though we made a new high today. We definitely want to be cautious because it has been running for quite a bit. If you're looking at the date and time over here, you can see it's been running since the 11th. We're actually, it's the 14th right now of October. So definitely want to keep in mind that this stock has been running for quite a bit. And if it does start to pull back, be cautious at the break of 813. We can see a kind of flat spot over here. It looks like a ascending triangle. But if we do start to come down and break that 813, we could start testing that 800 level. If we break 813, actually, if it breaks that 820 level, right? It made a new high of 820 today. If we break that level, we could possibly start pushing up a little bit higher, maybe even going towards 830. It does have earnings coming up, which is actually driving the price action. Next stock we want to talk about is Affirm. Kind of the same kind of action that we had with Tesla today. You can see that Affirm basically hit our price target. It broke that 150, went to 153, and that was pretty much it. Got to remember, this stock has been basically running since the 6th of October and is actually starting to taper off over here. So let's see what happens if we get that continuation to the upside, that 143 to 160, or if we get that 146 down towards 141. Volume was a little bit lower for the stocks overall, but we did get some good moves in the overall SPY and other stocks as well. Next stock I want to talk about is actually an oversold stock. This is Verizon. So if we look at Verizon over here, you can see that it's basically had a nice little drop over here. It was basically trading at 53. It dropped to 51. It has earnings coming up on the 20th. So we definitely want to watch to see how Verizon performs. You can see that we have a rejection over here. It's consolidating, going sideways. We need the confirmation of the uptrend at 52, and we can start running up towards 53. So make sure you set your alerts. I wouldn't be shocked if Verizon starts to run. And last but not least, AT&T over here, right? Kind of the same pattern. AT&T was trading at 26, dropped, went sideways, right? We're having some kind of consolidation, having some type of support over here on the break of 25. I wouldn't be shocked if we start getting up towards 26 and maybe even gap filling towards that 2660 level. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys keep an eye on the overall market. Hopefully you guys all practice safe trading. practice good risk management, and I'll see you guys in the next video.